loves, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. Happy 2021. We have got another artsy video today, a sort of nature walk, thanks to Skillshare, who is the sponsor of today's video. In case you don't know, Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives with thousands of classes for those who want to explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. And get lost I shall. Over the past couple of weeks, I have been following along with Charlie Borland's professional outdoor and nature photography classes, which is something that he calls adventure photography. And in my mind, it is the perfect way to start the new year. What I love most about Skillshare is that they offer such a wide range of classes, from photography to video editing to freelance design to creative writing, cooking, baking, really anything you can think of. It is on Skillshare. I also love that the videos are curated specifically for learning, which means that there are no ads. Plus, Skillshare is always launching new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. Not to mention, it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, and most classes are under 60 minutes. With short lessons like that to fit any schedule, it's really easy to put what you've learned into action, as you will see in today's vlog. Sound like fun? That's because it is. The first 1,000 people to click on the link in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. So go click on that link and let's go adventuring together. Again, I want to thank Skillshare for partnering with me on today's video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and see what Mother Nature has in store for us, shall we? Well, good morning. Oh, my phone's in there. I'm getting ready to go do a nature walk, and I thought I would take you guys along with me. So this is something I've been doing more regularly, just wanting to get even more in tune with nature. This looks really bright. So I've been going on hikes. This time around though, it's early enough where I'm gonna go get some cool shots with my really intense camera. So I have a lot of cameras with me today, but I have this little baby right here that I haven't used in a really long time. So it's the Canon EOS Rebel T3i. I got it, I think, like 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I don't know. I've had this camera for a long time, and surprise, surprise, on Skillshare, I've been learning how to, I don't know, just different photography tricks and how to take really cool stills. And oh my gosh, I wish you guys could see how many clouds are outside right now, and they're all moving so fast. Cumulus clouds, I remember that from science class. But I'm gonna get on the road because I wanna do this like solo, and then I'm gonna grab Denali and we are gonna go on a little hike or a walk, and it's gonna be such good weather to shoot. Like, there's enough sunlight, but it's not overly sunny, so it's pretty overcast, but here we go. You know, it's a pretty crazy thing when you're just driving and you follow your intuition. Like, I saw this neighborhood off the side of the road, because here's the thing that you don't realize when you're just driving and you see nature, right? Is that a lot of people own that land. Like, there are fences up everywhere, so it's private property. And so I pulled into a neighborhood just that was off the side of the road, and I was like, I just have a feeling there's gonna be something here. I've never been here before, but right when you come into the neighborhood, there's a bunch of houses in the back, but I don't know what this is. There's like a trail and a walkway, and from here you can't even see, like from the road, because the road's just right there, you can't even see this little pond or like mini lake, you know? So I just had a feeling, I'm like, get out of your car, grab your camera, and let's just see what this is. As far as I can tell, this is not private property. There are no signs, so, and you can hear the road, so I'm not that far away. I'm not like in nature, although I am, and I wish I was really deep into nature, but yeah, just wanted to explore something different, so let's go. Okay, here we go. Perfect picture spot. Look at this. This is literally in my backyard. It's crazy. We're still good somehow. I kept my old camera. I haven't gotten rid of it for exactly this reason. I was like, I am not bringing my new camera, at least my vlog camera, on a nature walk, because with the wind, you just don't know what's gonna happen. And you just fell over. So, fix this a little bit. Make sure it's solid. Okay, back to what I was doing. I don't know if you can see this. I just took a picture of some bark on a tree. I'll show the picture on the screen. But also like, that shot though. Oh, with the reflection on the water. Oh, there's holly berries. Sounds like I'm saying Halle Berry. Holly berries. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Okay, that is unreal. Oh my gosh. It seems I dressed a bit too warm for this adventure, but that's okay. I'm probably sweating a little bit. Whew. Anywho, how perfect is this pine cone? Have you ever seen a more perfect pine cone? No, I thought not. So, oh dear, this poor camera. So I also brought a cute little notebook with me. Hang on, I gotta find it. I've had this for so long, you could tell it's like really destroyed, even though it hasn't been used. It says Carpe Diem, seize the day, which I feel like I'm doing whenever I go on a nature walk, but it's completely blank. So I'm gonna start just recording, because I don't know where I am right now, and my cell phone service is like not great out here, because I really am, I'm like in a very rural area, which I love. So I'm gonna try to figure out where I'm at, or at least what the streets are. I think I can, yeah, that's easy to figure out. I can do that. I may be a millennial, but I can figure things out, right? Anywho, this way I can keep track of the places that I've gone to, because one of the things I would really like to do is just be more in tune with the seasons. I feel like sometimes life can go by so fast, and 2020 really taught me to slow down and actually notice the change in the earth and the change in the seasons. And I noticed it happening, and it was so beautiful. So this coming year, I want to come back to these same spots, which is why I'm going to record them for each one of the seasons and take some pictures, and then kind of create in my art journal. I'll print the pictures out and just create a nice little collage for each of the seasons and what these different spots look like. So now it's about 1:30, and I think I'm gonna drive just a little bit more and see if I can find another spot like this, although I kind of feel like this was it for today. Like, this was where I was supposed to go. And I'm excited to show you guys some more of the pictures that I took, because they are so beautiful. We're gonna drive some more and see what we can find. Hello, beautiful. What you doing? You're so pretty. Hi. It's funny, I've set up this, this is a DIY project, obviously. I'm gonna paint this little thing brown, but I'm sitting in a chair. There's Denali. Because I wanted a different perspective, and I always sit over there, and I wanted to actually look at my backyard from a different angle. And I'm like literally sitting underneath a tree and some dead things as well. All right, my loves, so that is going to conclude today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed coming on a nature walk with me. Clearly I cannot get enough of being outdoors, so we're filming this outro outdoors as well. But yeah, the new year is just ripe with opportunity and possibility. And like I said earlier, I just want to take advantage of the milder winter here. I mean, this is the time of the year when there's no humidity, it's chilly outside, and there may not be things in bloom, but there's still a lot of green around here because we don't get snow or anything like that. So I figured I would start the year off with an outdoorsy type vlog. I have some things that are going to be changing over the course of this year. I'm pretty sure I'll be making one of those announcements sometime this month. It could even be in next week's video, or maybe near the end of January. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I've just done a lot of reflection on 2020 and all the things that did happen, all the things that didn't happen. So I'm in a really good place with 2020. I'm in a really good place right now in 2021. And I'm just looking forward to continue to create. If you want kind of more insight, if you're like, what is she talking about? I did record a podcast episode over on That Smart Hustle podcast, which again, changes. But it's episode 132, I believe. It should be episode 132. And what did I title it? I know the end of it says closing out 2020. Oh, it's titled Don't Misinterpret Your Next Level. So I kind of talk about how I've misinterpreted my next level for my whole entire life, which is why I've felt so misaligned and overwhelmed and I don't know, all the feelings, right? So that was like my big gift of 2020, was understanding what my next level actually is. So I can't promise a lot of, you know, consistency here or on social media or really anywhere. I'm really taking a much more yin, a much more feminine, flowing, really like putting myself and my wants and my needs and my desires first. That's something that I've been learning how to do, because I do tend to put other people ahead of myself. And at the end of the day, you know, like you're the priority. Your mental health and emotional health and just your well-being in general, that's the most important thing. If your well isn't full, how can you show up? And I don't know. Anyways, I would go listen to that podcast episode because I go into detail about that if you are curious. You can find that link in the description box below. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how things go, how things play out over the next few months. I think the biggest thing I've realized is that I'm really much more in tune with nature and the seasons of life. So I've noticed that every single year I tend to back away from YouTube and content creation in the winter months, like December and January and February, and then, which makes sense because we're not supposed to be on all the time. And then come spring, March, April, May, I've noticed like my videos are like really on point. Dogs are barking. Really on point, and I'm excited to make videos and create content because I've had that time to like refresh and kind of be in my little cocoon of thought and creation and what I want to bring to life. Like you plant the seed and you have to allow it to germinate before it can fully bloom. So anyways, I'm just allowing myself that space to be the planted seed and to germinate and to bloom come springtime. And it's kind of the same thing with the summer too. The summer I tend to just, I feel a need to refresh again. So it's kind of like spring and fall are my really like gung-ho, like that's my time to do. That's like the masculine energy. But there's another half of the year that's very feminine for me. That's very yin, where I'm not doing as much and I'm allowing that intuition and inspiration to come to me. And that's in the winter and the summer. And I've been fighting that pretty much my whole life, and I'm not going to fight it anymore because it's, you know, it affects me on a really deep level. So I love how I said I wasn't going to explain it, but there I went. There I went, right? What else? So I do still have the New Year planning workshop. So we're still in the first week of January, and I know at the end of December, maybe you were just recouping, recharging. This planning workshop, it's only $27. I've extended the sale on it because I just had a feeling there were some people who maybe didn't want to do anything in December or at the end of December. Like they wanted to be in that cocoon before the new year. And maybe, you know, with that Capricorn energy, that steadfast sea goat, that determined, hardworking energy, maybe you're like, okay, like I do just want to kind of get a lay of the land for 2021. It's hard to call it a planning workshop because it is planning, but it's not in the traditional sense. I made a lot of changes to my own planning process because of 2020 and what happened, and also what I've learned and how I really want to integrate, like truly integrate the more feminine yin ways of being into my life and into my days. And so far it's great. Like life is so good. I'm so happy. Like things are just really, really good. So if you're interested in that New Year planning workshop, you can find that link in the description box below, as well as the link for the free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. So make sure you check all of that out. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here and enjoy the rest of my day outside. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your week, a wonderful start to your 2021, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.